Hey friends, this is the BevVolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead, and today we're going to make yogurt in the crock pot. Now what you're going to need for this is a nice big clean crock pot, 1 gallon of milk. I'm using whole homogenized milk, a thermometer of some kind, and a nice big towel, and some plain yogurt. It has to be plain, it cannot be flavored. It has to have, be made with, I'll see if you can see the ingredients here. Skim milk, cream, milk protein, and bacterial cultures. There's no sugar, there's no gelatin, there's none of that stuff in here. So this is the stuff we're going to use. And you're only going to need a couple of tablespoons. Let's get started. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our crock pot on high, and we are going to add our milk. Now the thermometer is because we want the milk to get up to 190 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow, that's really full. Okay, so we're just going to let this heat up, and when I start seeing steam in here, we will take its temperature. Okay, so our milk has come up to temperature, and now what we're going to do, we're just going to turn off the crock pot and put the lid on this and let it come down to 110 degrees. Okay, I'm sorry about the shadow, but that's my tripod there. Our milk has now cooled down to 110 degrees, a little above body temperature. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take some of this still warm milk. Now remember, it's important that it not be hot, folks. Okay, because what will happen is you can kill the bacterial culture that will make your milk into yogurt. Here we have our Greek yogurt, and I'm just going to take 2 heaping spoons and put it into this milk that I've put into the bowl. You don't want too much. You don't want to crowd the bacteria. You just want to inoculate it. So we're going to stir this in here. And then we're just going to gently pour that right into our milk. Time is of the essence, folks. You don't want it to be too hot, but you don't want it to be too cold either. If it's too cold, the bacteria cultures won't grow. Now, we're going to put our lid back on, and as you notice, it's sitting on a towel. So we're just going to cover this with the towel, and I'm going to set this in the oven overnight with just the oven light on. The oven light is just enough to keep the oven semi-warm. That's how I rise my bread. And also, it will keep it draft free. Okay, we'll see you in the morning. Okay, we've taken our crock out of the oven. The towel is still warm. And let's have a look. Ooh. Oh, look at that. This is beautiful yogurt. Look at that. Lovely, rich yogurt. Now, as you can see here, I've put my yogurt in some half pint and pint jars, and I haven't filled them all the way to the top because I like to take one out of the fridge, throw in some fruit and some honey, and send it to work with Howard. Why do I not flavor them? Because sometimes we use yogurt in place of sour cream. But look, here's some yogurt with frozen berries and a drizzle of Homestead honey. How yummy does that look? That's my lunch. This is the BevVolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead saying, crock pot yogurt. How simple was that?